Holy crap. He gets me every time. Hey guys, so I had a bunch of doll things that I was gonna, I don't know, maybe run through with for you, and anybody who has any ideas on what some of these are or information on them, I'd be greatly appreciative of that help. Dolls are not my forte. I thought some of you guys out there who know it like the back of your hand would be able to maybe give me a little bit of advice on how to go about selling these things. All right, guys, so meet these two. They are 1984 Cabbage Patch twins. The one on the right is named Hera Rona, and the one on the left is Johann Roderick, or Roderick, maybe. Anyways, clearly the box has some wear, but in all honesty, they're still strapped into the cardboard and everything, so I don't think they've ever been taken out of this. I think the exterior box has just maybe seen a little excitement. Even the tape back here is still on there, but either way, they're still, you know, connected to the interior of the box, and you know, there's some dust and stuff on the outside here, but these guys themselves in there, they're in perfect condition with their full paperwork. They're papered up, these guys. So I have no idea what these guys would sell for. I know there's collectors out there for Cabbage Patch and stuff, but I don't know how much his box damage or their box damage will make a big difference. I don't know, but looks like they were originally purchased at Richmond Gordman, and the retail price on these was $89.99. So back in the 80s, 1984. Oh, and I know on here, let me move my chair, it says 1985 on the front of the box, but their little hanging card from their wrist in here says 1984. So I don't know if this would have been set out in 1984. The dolls, it seems, were made in 1984, but maybe they were packaged and sold in 85, since that's what their front piece here says. I don't know. I find that a lot with dolls. There was a Goebel doll that I just posted recently. Betty Jane Carter, I believe, was the designer of that. It was made in Taiwan. Similar sort of situation, like perfect condition, still has the exterior plastic wrap, but it was opened on the bottom. She still has the original like cardboard sleeve that has, I don't know, kind of like little shoulder pad parts of the cardboard, I guess, to help keep her in place. The stand that she came with, she's a music box, which still works, but she's an adorable doll, and she was from the early 90s, I think 94, I think. But then when you looked at the back of her head, like 94, I think is what her exterior tag, like hang tag on her arm said, but when you looked at the back of her head, I think that's where it said, if I remember right, I think it was 1993. So I find that often they're not, the doll year on the doll itself doesn't always match what the exterior packaging says. But so anyways, I thought I would just show you guys this. I got them at an estate auction, and I think I wound up paying, I don't know, maybe $5 or $10 for them. I've had them for maybe 1.5 or 2 years now, and I've just been hesitant to list them. Part of this journey is going to be working through the fears and anxieties of things I have not done yet as a reseller. And, you know, I think we all have those pieces that you just don't know enough about, you can't find anything on, or you're scared to ship it for whatever reason, the size or delicacy of it or that kind of stuff. And I've kind of come to the conclusion that you just have to, you know, do it. So that's what I want to do. This was another piece, it's hair on it, that I was going to show you guys. I think he came in a lot, and holy crap, he gets me every time. But this guy, he comes up quick. 1968 Mattel. Blippy. This is a character I'm not familiar with. I'm sure some of you guys watching probably remember Blippy pretty good. Get in there, Blippy. Not my favorite toys, but it's still cool. And what I loved about it was, I mean, you can see the paint on it, it's like perfect. I just don't really see, there's a little bit of like dust, but the graphics on it are astounding. And I'm not, Blippy did it again to me, Blippy. I'm not sure if that's what the music in there is supposed to sound like. Get back in there, Blip, or what, but so is that normal sounding? I don't know, but it still works. Blippy still pops up and scares the hell out of you. So I just thought this was really neat. I mean, like, there's a little discoloration right here, but there's not really rust or anything around it. But I don't know. I'm going to get this listed too. And I don't know for how much, or I don't know who out there is missing Blippy in their life, but if they are, I have Blippy right here. So I have several of these like little sorts of toys, not this exact one, but like this sort of toy. And I mean, it's another one that's kind of creepy, sort of like in Blippy's category. Like when she's laying down, her eyes are closed, and then boom, she's like right at you. Boom. And her little legs move. Yeah, she's hooked on like pins in there. Her arms are still. She's made in Hong Kong. I don't know what company requested this, but boom, boom. Like this gal, she has the eyes that will open up as well. I'm not sure what kind of doll this is. It's made in Hong Kong. It's plastic. Anyway, she was disassembled like this, and I think these are her legs. They seem like they'd match, but I don't know. But she came in a lot in pieces, and there's a lot of people out there that collect dolls, so I didn't throw her away. Don't throw away things that come in lots, because things like this people will use. Old paint supplies people will use. People prefer using older things to rebuild, recreate, reconstruct, repair, renovate, whatever word you want to use in that. People use them, and they prefer to use original pieces rather than new. So, I mean, that would be my suggestion. It's probably partly also because I just don't have it in me to throw things that otherwise appear in good condition away, because it's kind of like an old car, and they stopped making the parts for it today. It's discontinued, so you have to hunt down and find those old parts. Well, there's some vintage parts right there. It's not a Cadillac, but it's, it's a doll, and doll people will use those parts. This little gal is adorable. Again, I don't know who made her. Her eyes do the same open close feature, and I don't know why, but that just, just creeps me out a little bit. But she's got this really adorable dress on. I don't know if this is handmade or if she came with this. Her hair's in this little hat. I mean, her makeup looks like it would maybe match the dress. I don't know. The back of the dress has a safety pin on it. I don't know. Maybe it used to have lace or something. But they even made little underpants for her. I mean, those are cute. I'd wear them if I could fit them. I'd wear the dress, honestly, if I could fit it. But anyway, she's made in Hong Kong. So that's what I mean, like putting these guys together in a lot, maybe. Okay. This gal here, let me show her to you and then she's just cool looking. She's another one though with the creeper eyes but I like her eyes. They're like gold. They close and open. All scary style like. So let's see. What's this say? Brides of all nations, a hand-finished gift, authentically costumed, styled by Corrine. I don't, again, dolls are not my thing. Looks like she has like gauze underpants. I don't see any tags on her though. Her head moves a little. Arms can move. Her legs seem to be stationary. Yeah, stationary legs. But she's cool looking. I kind of like her with her whole get up here. But I love how fancy she went. And then, oh, there's some fraying at the bottom of the dress there. And then for the shoes, she's like, nope. Brown loafers. We're sticking. Brown loafers. I don't blame her. I kind of did the same thing at my wedding, if I'm going to be honest about it. I didn't like the idea of painful shoes for hours. I don't know. So I'm on her side. And then we have this lady here. Her head is like material. And I don't know. There, you can kind of see her. I don't know if... No, it's just like filled material or stuffed material. And, I mean, her dress is more or less sewn on. Her arms are somewhat movable. She has a plastic body, plastic legs with like stockings on and some little black plastic shoes. I don't see any tags on her though. I don't know who made her, how, when, where, but I mean her hands and stuff are plastic, but they're like a real soft, almost waxy kind of plastic. But I guess if anybody knows anything on her, I'd like to list her. I don't know her age. I mean, clearly she's 20th century and up, but I don't know anything else about her. She looks to be maybe in Russian or Czech or some sort of ethnicity. I'm not positive, but I would think Eastern in some fashion there. Okay, so these little guys, her little belly wants to keep kind of going in. I mean, I get it, you know, but oh goodness. So she is made in USA. I believe she was Sun Rubber, if I remember right, is who made her. But she's got her little squeaker in there. And she's in good shape. I mean, from what I can tell, I don't really see paint loss on her or anything. Her rubber's all in great condition. There's no dryness or anything anywhere on her. She's good. And then this one, let me set you over here, chick. This one here, I'm assuming is like a Kewpie, or at least Kewpie style. Says Cameo, or yeah, Cameo on the back. And then there's her, we'll cover her bum. Her squeaker. She's in good shape though, and same thing. Her rubber's all in good condition. She doesn't have any of the wings on her back though, so I don't know. I don't know if that technically would still make her a Cupie. I know there's some other dolls that were made that had the Cupie look to them, and this one clearly does. So, and she's got her little pink trousers and top, and she's adorable. So, I don't know when she was made. I haven't done a whole lot of investigating on her quite yet. And this little gal is a Madame Alexander, right? Lil Innocence, Little Innocence International. So this one here is Germany. It's an F&B. Sorceress named Loralee. I don't know if that's who this is supposed to be, but anyway, she has her long blonde hair here that's in good condition. Her quaint little sort of felt-like hat maybe. And her eyes do the same creeper thing. The open, close eyeballs. Anyway, she has her original little stand here. Also, I don't know what her value would be. Oh, 1987. Look at that. Crafted in China. F&B doll. So no, not Madame Alexander. F&B doll. But, I mean, she's cool. I don't know what the collectability is of her. I don't think it's terribly high. We'll take a look and find out. Here are these guys. And they're kind of interesting. God, I keep hearing my accent come out. Okay, so this first guy is like a little, it's a porcelain sailor dude. Yeah, I don't know. He likes to sail. Oh, he's made by Russ Berry and Company. Made in Taiwan, so that would make him, what, the 70s or so? 70s, 80s, somewhere in there. Anyway, his little hands are porcelain, his face, and he's bisque porcelain, except for his feet. They added glaze on his feet. Everything else, they said, nope, no glaze. You're going to stay bisque. But he seems like he has a soft body, and then the, you know, the doll heads, and they have like the shoulder plates, and so he's got that. And his little arms go up to just shy of the shoulders. Same thing, his legs go up to the knee or so. But, you know, just little things like this. He doesn't have a lot of value, I'm sure, but, you know, his little sailor outfit be perfect for somebody you know that sails, is a sailor, you know. Let's see, I think these three little ones and these two here, I think I had gotten actually at an estate sale where this woman, her parents had lived in the house for years, and I think it was a generational thing. And anyway, she was moving and her parents were passed and everything, so she basically had hauled everything out into the yard, and when I came by, she had already been open for a couple days, and I think some of her more maybe high dollar items, but maybe more of the stuff that had been better taken care of was gone, because most of what was left, it was, you literally kind of felt like you were walking around a junkyard. But it was cool because in a tattered box of mostly junk that most of it was broken or too damaged to really do anything with, I would find things like the McCoy Scandia. It was, I can't remember what they named the color, but it was like a mustardy sort of color. And I mean, I sold that for, I think, I don't know, $80 or somewhere around there here not long ago. And she basically gave that to me because it was dirty and it was sitting in the yard. So, I mean, you just never know. I don't look over things just because of the seemingly appearances. You can find treasure buried anywhere. You have to dig in dirt to find gold or, you know, whatnot. Dig in crud. So just keep that in mind. But this little gal here, I know these things are collectible. I also know they're controversial. I'm not into the controversy. I have a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, I have several though, of little like black figurines or postcards and stuff like that. And I hang on to that stuff because there's actually most of the people that collect these sorts of things are actually black people and friends of mine that are black, and I've given them some of them. And because things that people enjoy and collect and mean something to should go to those people. And so she was probably going to wind up in the trash had I not grabbed her, and somebody out there is going to want her. So I don't like to discriminate in the things that I will get, whether they're controversial or not, because controversy is that is the spice of life. Controversy. That's what keeps it spicy anyway. This one here is the creepiest of them all. I don't know that I could sell her. I don't know what her purpose was. You waking up, buddy? My dog. But her hand is, well, it's not there anymore. This side is. She's okay over here. She's kind of dirty. I could probably take a Q-tip and clean her up some. But she's got little bloomers on. She's bisque everywhere. She's hand painted. I mean, her clothes, if you look up here, they're all like sewn on there. So let's see. I think she's completely porcelain, but her arms are movable and everything. The top of her head's open, obviously. And I've pulled that out just to check and see what all was in there. Diamonds? No. Was no diamonds, but it was just cloth, similar to sort of what her dress or nightgown or whatever is. I don't know. I don't know who she is, what she is. She's maybe 2.5, 3 inches tall. I don't know where she's made. I'd say that's the one I don't know what to do too much with as of yet. All right, guys, again, if anybody knows any information on any of these different dolls and stuff, please let me know. Immediately let me know so that I can get them listed as soon as possible. I'd like to start getting them moved out of here. I have a couple of totes roughly that have dolls and doll parts or different accessories and stuff, and dolls are a complicated category. I'm gonna tell you. It's like anything else. So is glass, so is pottery. But dolls are a complicated one for me. I do have a couple of like collector's books that I've gotten. You know, of course I've scoured the internet also, but I always think it's best to ask the experts. So, experts out there, if you know anything and can help me out, that'd be great. I'll see you guys on the next one.